What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another lesson. My name is Tarantino from the band Etherius, and today we're going to be breaking down one of the most crucial techniques in metal guitar. We're going to talk about tremolo picking. We're going to use an example from an Etherius song called Adlivun. We're going to go over the mechanics of tremolo picking. We're going to talk about the picking technique. We're going to talk about what the left hand is doing. And as always, if you would like a fully downloadable version of this lesson with downloadable Guitar Pro tabs and backing tracks, please consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/JTarantino. And if you want to check out the Etherius song Adlivun that we're using today, as well as the rest of our catalog, I will also have a link in the description box. So tremolo picking is a technique used in genres such as black metal and death metal. And tremolo picking is just really fast alternate picking on one note, but we're going to take it a little deeper than that. So we're also going to outline a melody, again, like I said, using the riff from the Etherius song Adlivun, and that melody, that riff is going to be the basis of the way we're going to break this down. The key with tremolo picking is consistency. We don't want to just play real fast. Anybody can do this. We want to make sure that the tremolo picking is controlled, that our left and right hands are synced together, and that there's a pulse. Even though we're going to be playing fast, there's going to be some kind of pulse going on underneath. There's a rhythm to it. All right, so before we dive into this riff, let's go over the notes that we're playing here. So we're in the key of A minor, and this is all based on the A natural minor scale, so with a little bit of harmonic minor thrown in there. So we're gonna start on the 5th fret on the E string, and if you don't have a 7 string here, you can still play this riff. You're just gonna have to transpose what we're doing on the low B string. You'll just have to transpose it to the E string 1st fret and open. For the example right now, I'm going to play this with a clean tone just so we can hear the notes clearly. We can hear what the pick is doing a little bit clearer as well. So we're going to start, I'm going to play this without the tremolo picking. We're just going to go over the riff. So we're going to start this riff on the 5th fret on the E string. We're going to do, so I'm playing those with my 1st and 2nd fingers right there. So 5, 7, 5, 7, and then we're going to go the D string with our 3rd finger, and we're going to do, so we're going to do 9, 10, 9, 7. So we're kind of outlining an A minor 9 arpeggio here. That's going to come in handy later on. We're going to use that same shape later on in this riff. So again. All right, so the next phrase, we're going to start exactly the same way. We're going to do 5, 7, 5, 7. Then we're going to do 8, 5, 8, 7. So again. Then we're going to go back to the first riff again. Then we're going to go, this is where it gets a little tricky. We got some string skipping here. We're going to go to the B string, 6th fret. And again, if you have a 6th string, you can go down to the 1st fret on the E string and play this riff exactly the same way. We're going to do, so we're going to do 6th fret B string, 7th fret A string, and then 6th fret B string, 8th fret A string. So, and then we're going to end. So we got a little C major 7 right here. We got 8 on the E string, we got 7 on the A string, and then we have 9 on the D string. So again, the whole riff without the tremolo picking. And again, like I said, if you're playing with a 6th string, you can take this and you can play it on the 1st fret, and you can do, so you can do 1 and then 2 on the D, 1 on the E string, 2 on the D string, and then 1 on the E string, 3 on the D string. So it's the exact same notes, just on the next set of strings. And then you can do, or you can, again, that's if you only have a 6th string. So again, one more time. So now here is the riff with the tremolo picking. That's that's going to bring us now to the next half of this riff, and here we're going to be strumming, or we're going to be tremolo picking a full chord. So we're going to do this A minor add 9 here, so we're going to do 5 on the E string, 7 on the B string, or 5 on the E string, 7 on the A string, and then 9 on the D string, and then we're going to do a half step there to the 10th fret. So we're going to do this. And our picking hand, it's going to be like we're strumming a chord, like we're playing acoustic guitar, but we're going to be playing all 3 of those notes. Right here, we're going to go to an F5 and E5 power chord, 6th fret, 5th fret. If you have a 6th string and not a 7th string, you can just play 1 and then open and just play it the same way. So, and then we're going to end this riff with, so 8, 7, 9, 7. So the same way we ended the first riff. And here is that section again. All right, so now that we've got the basis of the riff, we've got the left hand, we've got all the notes we're playing with the left hand, let's focus on what the right hand is doing. So the way I hold the pick, so right now I'm using a 2mm flow pick, and the type of pick you use is definitely going to affect how this sounds, and I just feel like with a thicker pick, I have a little bit more control over doing this technique. So there are 2 ways you can play this. You can play this with what is called downward pick slanting, where the bottom of the pick is facing up. So you'd be like this. You can do upward pick slanting. So essentially you're taking your wrist and you're going like this. So the bottom of the pick is facing towards the floor. And this is the technique that I use. This is the most comfortable for me. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You just have to experiment and just see what's the most comfortable and what sounds the best for your style. So, and I keep my pinky anchored, my 3rd and 4th fingers anchored on the guitar, and I tend to use most of my arm, a little bit of wrist action. Mostly, I use the forearm. I know a lot of people frown upon that technique, but again, for me, this is the best way that I can control this technique. Again, try different ideas. Try using all wrist. Try using both, more forearm. Just try whatever and see what is the most comfortable for you. So again, here it is slow. Now, the other thing I want to focus on, too, is because we're doing alternate picking, whenever we go from one string to another, we're going to end with an up, and then we're going to start the next string with a down. And that's going to always be the case here, whether we're string skipping, whether we're on the same string, whether we're going from just one string to the next adjacent string. So as an example, we're going to be doing, again, this whole riff is all 16th notes, so it's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. On the and that last note is hit with an up, and then we go to the next string. So again, we're ending with an up, going to the next string with a down. And again, that's when we're string skipping. Whenever we're going from string to string, that is exactly what we're doing. So now I'm going to show you a couple of exercises, and what we're going to do is we're going to play one note on one string just to get used to playing with the metronome. Then we're going to do a few notes. We're going to add a couple notes on the same string, and then we're going to go from string to string, and we'll do some string skipping and just a couple of things just to get you used to shifting with the left and the right hand. Because again, like when we play arpeggios, we want to make sure that both hands are synchronized. All right, let's take that same idea and let's go across 2 strings now. All right, now let's take that and let's do 3 strings now. All right, so now that we've gotten the mechanics down of tremolo picking, again, I'm going to play the riff slow all the way through, and then I will play it to the track so you can hear how it sounds with the music.